What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you a video from the Korean server, the Japanese server, and the global server of One Piece Treasure Cruise. As you can see, Oyaji right there in his corpse form. That is 6+ Quick Whitebeard. He is going to be coming to Korea and global first. Not sure when he will be coming to Japan. The Japan news that we have here are the new Limit Break Plus information and also the new Treasure Map Mode units. So, let's begin with Quick Whitebeard. If I can get the translation up here. Oh, why is it like this? So, translations. I say translations, but I'm the one that put the information there. 6+ Quick Whitebeard. Captain will reduce cooldown of crew by 1, 3.25 times attack to 4.5 times attack boost, depending on how low your HP is before you attack for powerhouse and striker units. Now, the lowest threshold now is a 3.25 times attack boost, which is very, very, very good. I'm going to move this, you know what, because it's very, very small on the screen, but it's gone up from a 2.5 times attack boost to a 3.25 times attack boost, which is very viable, and I would say makes him a very, very good captain. He was already a good captain, but I think this makes him a very, very good one. Reduces damage taken by 20% and reduces recovery to 0 as well. Now, some people are unhappy about the recovery going down to 0, but I think this is actually better for his kit. You want to make the most of him because his special is now a 50% thing, and I'll get into it in a moment. But the reason why it's good that his recovery is 0 is, for example, if you do want his HP to be lower so you have a higher attack boost, you don't want to accidentally heal your HP with meat orbs when you've already calculated, oh, this boss is going to do, or this unit is going to do X amount of damage to me, and then you want to take all that damage and then you accidentally heal up. That might screw up your run. If you're that kind of player, very methodical, then the recovery being 0 is probably not a bad thing. It's also good, for example, if you don't want to heal up, but you're hit with something like burn and you need to hit goods or greats and you can't hit perfects, but you got meat orbs and you don't want to heal up as well, then the recovery 0 there is actually very, very useful as well. Burn is a debuff we see a lot more of these days. Speaking of debuffs, we're going to be getting 2 more debuffs, which I'll talk about later. And you know what, I'm just going to say it now, because I always say talk about it later on and I always forget. We're going to get sailor ability debuffs, guys. Sailor ability silence. This is what the game has come to. Sailor ability silence. We're also going to have, we already have ship silence, but we're going to have a tablet that will reduce ship silence. So yes, or ship ceiling. Whatever you want to call it, the game is not sure where it's going right now, but that is Quick Whitebeard Captain Ability 6+. His special has changed as well. It will no longer do 400,000 fixed damage, so that is gone. It will reduce 4 turns of burn and despair. I mean, the artwork doesn't really suggest it's going to reduce 4 turns of burn and despair, but it is what it is. He will add plus 0.7 to the chain. That is the same. Boost attack of powerhouse striking units by 2 times for 1 turn. Also the same if your HP is below 50%. Before, I believe this was 30%. It's now 50%, which is very, very good. When you activate the special, reduce incoming damage by 95% and reduce despair duration by 20. Now, in total, including his unconditional despair reduction, which is 4 turns, and the 20 turns, it does come to 24. There is some speculation this might be a tribute to the late Kobe Bryant. If that's the case, that is a nice touch, but it might just be a coincidence. I'm not 100% sure. Gotta say, I am a big fan of the artwork, not because of the incident, not because of what's happening in there, right? I'm not happy Whitebeard died, but I think the quality of the art is very good, is what I mean to say. Hopefully that makes sense. And we've also got Blackbeard. I was going to say Kurohige, but Blackbeard in the corner there, along with his crying, not Blackbeard's crying, but Whitebeard pirates crying on the side there. F in the chat, boys. F in the chat. This is on par with the 6+ Corazon artwork, but let's not get too down about it. By the way, if you would like to see a PG version of Whitebeard getting clapped by Blackbeard, the Nissin Cup Noodles, Nissin Hungry Days, the promotional commercials that have come out, they had Zoro, Nami, Vivi, and I believe, no, I think that's it so far, and they have a bunch of different artwork promoting One Piece with their cup noodles. If you haven't seen them already, go check them out. They're all fantastic. The most recent one came out, which was Whitebeard vs Blackbeard, aka Marineford, and it's really, really well animated. It's very, very pretty. I did upload a translated version with subtitles on if you'd like to go check that out, or the original ones. I'll leave the links to that in the description. I highly recommend you check it out. It's only 30 seconds long if you are a One Piece fan. Very, very pretty. All the videos are superbly well done. But moving along, let's move on to Treasure Map Rebecca and Viola, or Violetto. Is it Violet or Viola? It is Viola. Why do some people say Violet? It is Viola. Anyway, before I lose myself there, their captain ability will naturally be there to be paired up with Nami and Robin, the new dual legends, who I'm not really a big fan of, even though I pulled them. I'll get into that in another video. Dex and Ink characters' attack will be boosted by 3.75 times. Dex and Ink characters will treat Dex and Ink orbs as beneficial. Voice crack there. Rebecca's captain ability on her own will boost Dex character's attack by 3 times, Ink character's attack by 2.25 times, and Viola is basically the same, but vice versa. Their special and their switch is not bad at all. Let's begin with the switch. For 1 turn, display status enemies of all enemies, which is really great for game width. Not sure if that's useful for anybody else, but randomize empty orbs, which is very good for treasure map Shanks and Ben Beckman, or of course the new legend Nami and Robin. Heals 5% of max HP value as well, which is very, very nice too. Their special ability, depending on the number of enemies on the field when the special is triggered, for 1 turn lock the chain as follows. 1 to 2 enemies at a 3 times chain lock, which is nice in itself. 3 to 5 enemies, 3.25 times. 6 enemies, 3.5 times. Reduce 5 turns of burn and special silence. For 2 turns, become Rebecca and Viola. And they also have some Sayer abilities there that go hand in hand. Reduce 3 turns of special seal on herself. Plus 75 to all stats for Dex and Int units. Critical hit limit break 1 and slot seal reduction for 7 turns at limit break 2. So not a bad unit at all, especially if you have a legend Nami and Robin, but definitely not one of those game breaking units in the game. Although I will say that switch ability is very nice if you're going for pseudo zombie teams at a 5% max HP heal. This special as well is something very good, for example, guard missions or forests, because many times when you have lots of different enemies on the field, a chain lock comes in very handy. It helps you kill most of those enemies after the first hitter. You'll start hitting your max hit with each character, so that's very, very handy there. I feel like this is what she's really here for. Maybe there's going to be a piece of content where there's like 5 or 6 enemies on the field, and you're going to have burn as well, which is going to be annoying, and she's going to be the unit to go to. That's my guess. The quick Whitebeard is also burn reduction as well, so we have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. But otherwise, artwork is kind of meh. There's nothing that special, in my opinion, yet. Yeah, they're kind of just like a whatever unit. I will get this unit in New World, and then I'll probably stop. It's not one I'm going to go hard for. Newest submissions, let's go into Reddit. By the way, thank you very much to Koala-san and Mr. Shishi-son-son on the One Piece Treasure Cruise subreddit for doing these translations. Let's refresh this. New Limit Break key abilities. Limit Break Plus. Shanks V2 will now base boost all units by 3 times. Boost to a 3.75 times if you fulfill the same conditions as before, which is 4 or more units of the same type. -2 cooldown reduction, which is really, really good. And the reason I say this is, if you guys have watched my tier list videos for units as a sailor, I had Shanks in joint first place in the S1 rank, along with V2 Big Mom and also Legend Cracker, with that tier list being skewed very much in the favor of Kizuna Kessen and stuff like that, where Shanks comes in so clutch, and lower cooldown just makes him a lot better. Brook will now boost all units by 3.25 times attack for when he's at full HP, increase from 3 times attack, otherwise by 2.5 times. I believe it was 2 times or 2.25 times before, but either way, lowest boost at 2.5 times does make him a little bit better. -1 cooldown as well. Jinbei V2 actually got a very big buff here. Base attack is now 3.5 times, up from 3 times, and he will boost attack with a matching orb by 4 times. Now, that is really not that bad. That's actually pretty solid. He is an attack booster for his own team as well. He has a HP cut in his kit. I would not be surprised if more people started using Jinbei, but at the same time, I also wouldn't be surprised if no one used Jinbei, because it's Jinbei V2. It's not that exciting. But yeah, that is it. There's treasure map mode units there as well, and also rare recruits with Limit Break Plus. But that is it from me, guys. I normally don't make videos on this kind of stuff, but people in my Discord were egging me on to do it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. There's still 10 seconds left of this video before I hit the 10-minute mark, so as a YouTuber should do. Is it 10 minutes yet? It's hit the 10-minute mark. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember to check out the Nissin Cup Noodles. I'm not sponsored by them. I wish I was. But if you are a One Piece fan, you should definitely check out those 30-second commercials. Very, very cool. All of the links will be in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye. 10-minute gang, boys. 10-minute. I'm a sellout!